Did that shaky beach clip show a man escaping a death sentence? Jaguar Wright swears Malcolm-Jamal Warner didn't fly to Costa Rica for sunshine. She says he flew there to stay alive. Weeks later, two police agencies still can't agree on who was even at the water's edge. Toxicology shows no hint of drugs, and rumor now claims U.S. investigators are asking tough questions. Tonight we connect the dots. Jaguar's warnings, the anxious beach walk, the mixed-up timeline, and why Hollywood insiders are suddenly split into two loud camps. The footage is grainy, shot after sunset. Malcolm strolls barefoot along Playa Cahuita. No friends in frame, no lifeguards either. TikTok froze that clip at the instant he glances over his shoulder. A quick, sharp look like he's counting shadows. Commenters branded it number he knew, pushing views from 2,000 to 20 million in 48 hours. Body language bloggers point out clenched fists, shoulders curled forward, pace too quick for vacation. The clip feels uneasy. The man who once cracked wise as Theo looks hunted. Jaguar Wright says the anxiety wasn't random. Minutes earlier, she claims, Malcolm received another threatening call. Same block number, same line. Stop talking or pay the price. She says the walk is not a sunset stroll, but a thinking lap, a moment to weigh fight or flight. And that leads straight into her most chilling allegation. Jaguar tells followers Malcolm wasn't sipping pina coladas, he was hiding. He had refused a hush-hush request from powerful executives to soften his next podcast trilogy. Instead, he planned an expose, names, contracts, threats. Days before release, he supposedly heard a final warning. That, she says, is when he grabbed his daughter, his laptop, and boarded the first flight south. Her headline line, Malcolm was dead long before he touched that water. The ocean became the stage set. Drag a body out, call it a freak rip current, roll credits. Horrifying? Yes. Impossible? That's the debate flooding timelines right now. Costa Rica's Judicial Investigation Agency, OIJ, says Malcolm played in the shallows with his daughter, then entered deeper water with a friend, got caught in a rip, and drowned. Simple, tragic, file closed. 3 days later, the chief of the Tourist Police Division tells reporters something else. The family were not present when the incident happened. Confusion kicks in. Which account is true? Reporters press OIJ. Instead of clarifying, they reissue their first statement. Daughter on shoreline, surfer rescues her. Volunteer lifeguard drags Warner out lifeless. The timeline whiplash keeps growing. Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Local radio reports. High surf. Lifeguards warn swimmers. Sunday, 5:10 p.m. A surfer on Instagram posts calm water, hashtags it glassy eye. Monday morning. Police press release mentions dangerous rip currents all day. Eyewitness counts shift. Some articles quote dozens of tourists. Others cite only 3. Cell phone rescuers? None. Every contradiction fuels the idea that the official record can't be trusted, so Jaguar's story finds fresh oxygen. Early gossip blamed pills, blamed booze. Then the autopsy summary leaked. Negative for narcotics, negative for alcohol. Remove intoxication, and the beach clip looks different. A sober, fit swimmer should stroll relaxed, not rigid. Should he fear rip currents? Maybe. Except local surfers say the waves were mellow. Jaguar supporters point to Malcolm's tense shoulders and rapid head checks. If the man was clear-headed, what spooked him? Her answer stays the same. He wasn't afraid of water. He was afraid of people. She repeats rumors of a call that ended with, "Your daughter will never grow up to see you win." Imagine that ringing in your ear while the tide hums at your feet. Suddenly, a calm shore becomes a stage set for dread. Jaguar links Malcolm's fate to a grim playlist. Martin Lawrence sprinting through an intersection in 1996 yelling, "They're trying to kill me." Dave Chappelle bolting to South Africa in 2005 after rejecting a $50 million deal. Nipsey Hussle warning of exploitation months before bullets cut him down. Malcolm, she says, joined that club when he used his last podcast to slam string pullers treating black men like puppets. His final mantra, Black survival is Black excellence, echoed through Angela Bassett's tribute post, and hit harder once fans realized he'd recorded it 48 hours before the beach video. If Jaguar is right, that critique crossed an invisible line, turning Warner from sitcom veteran into liability. Jaguar now claims U.S. investigators quietly stepped in, similar to 2022's Shankella Robinson case in Cabo. Under American law, if a citizen dies under unclear violent circumstances, federal agencies can ask foreign police for evidence or open their own inquiry. That process usually leaves a paper trail: a Justice Department letter, a State Department cable, maybe an FBI liaison request. Reporters have filed Freedom of Information requests for any communication between Washington and San Jose. Results take months, but watchdog site FOIA Fish says 2 requests, returned responsive pages, still under review. If a stateside probe exists, subpoenas could reach phone companies, airline manifest, even Hollywood emails. Until a letter surfaces, the Fed angle is just that, angle, but a believable one. The industry is split. Jeffrey Owens went on morning television and called conspiracy talk cruel distractions. Lisa Bonet counters with a rare open letter. I found fragments, inconsistencies, deliberately blurred evidence. Cat Williams shouts from a stand-up stage, Hollywood will kill to keep its secrets. Each statement spawns new edits, more debates. Beyoncé blanked her website to 1 line of thanks. Anthony Mackie cried through a People interview. Questlove revealed Warner booked The Roots their first club gig. Every tribute or rebuttal keeps the story alive. Half heartfelt nostalgia, half suspicion that the credits rolled too soon. Numbers tell their own tale. The hashtag #HeKnew grew from 50 to 2.4 million views in 4 days. Justice for Malcolm passed 12 million by week 2. On X, Twitter, Lisa Bonet's letter racked up 90,000 reposts, while Jeffrey Owens' Cruel Distractions clip hit 40,000 replies, mostly conspiracy rebuttals. Google Trends shows search interest for Malcolm-Jamal Warner autopsy, spiking hardest, not in the United States, but in Jamaica, Nigeria, and the UK, places where distrust of official narratives already runs high. YouTube's own algorithm pushed Jaguar's 30-second soundbite into suggested columns under every Warner tribute, sending her view count up by 200%. In digital space, curiosity and suspicion share the same fuel: engagement. And engagement keeps the algorithm pumping the most dramatic angle it can find, ready or not. So where does all of this leave us? We have a haunting night vision clip of Malcolm tense and glancing over his shoulder, an autopsy that shows no alcohol or drugs, and 2 Costa Rican agencies that still can't tell the same story about who was on the beach. We have Jaguar Wright insisting the actor fled the country after a threat, died before he ever felt seawater, and may now be the focus of a quiet U.S. investigation. An idea that's unproved, but not impossible, given past cases like Shankella Robinson. Meanwhile, Hollywood is split down the middle. Jeffrey Owens begs fans to drop the conspiracies. Lisa Bonet openly doubts the official file, and Cat Williams shouts that powerful people erase Black voices that don't play along. On social media, hashtags like He Knew and Justice for Malcolm and rocket past the millions. TikTok keeps serving Jaguar's soundbite to anyone who pauses for half a second, and Google searches for Malcolm-Jamal autopsy spike hardest in countries already skeptical of authority. The next test of truth will arrive in documents, not rumors. A Justice Department letter, a leaked Coast Guard log, a family press conference that either calms or stokes the blaze. Until then, we're all staring at the same jagged puzzle. Some pieces confirmed, others still missing, and arguing over what picture they really form. Cover-up or coincidence? Prophetic whistleblower or viral telephone game? Let me know what you believe in the comments, and hit subscribe so you're here the moment the next piece surfaces. Because when a story this deep finally breaks, someone's version, maybe the official one, maybe Jaguar's, is going to sink for good.